Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our analysis, and we appreciate you as always. I want to take this opportunity to thank those who take their time to watch my videos and give me feedback. I appreciate you. If you are watching this channel for the first time and maybe you have not yet subscribed, I want to humbly request you to take a moment and subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you when we do another video like this. Share our videos if you can. And to all the subscribers, I want to say thank you very much, because this is the only support that you can render to this channel so that we can grow together. Our Deputy President, Mr. William Samoei Ruto, has been breathing fire of late. And many are wondering what has become of our beloved Deputy President. I watched him yesterday very keenly in Jacaranda, and I saw a man who is very much vexed with issues that only he can explain. You know, psychologists say that anger is caused by fear, pain, and frustration. I wonder whether our deputy president could be going through one of these, either anger, pain, or frustration. The reason why the temper of our deputy is a concern to us as Kenyans is because our deputy president, William Samoei Ruto, is a potential president. He could become a president come August 9th. And you know, when you are a president of a country, you carry the burden of your people. And one of the things that you can easily do is that you can, go to war with another country very easily. And so we are very much concerned about William Samoei Ruto. But why do you think Mr. Ruto has become, terribly angered? I don't know what is happening with him. Why do you think he's a man who is breathing terror? I want to look at it in relation to the Jacaranda rally that took place yesterday. And in my considered opinion, several things played out. One, our deputy president was supposed to hold a rally in Jacaranda, and there were some issues at stake. One of them being that of Sakaja certificate issue, and he really wanted to meet the Hustler Nation there to articulate and tell them why he feels that Sakaja should be on the ballot. And then he was being given some information that I think the current member of Embakasi West constituency, Babu Owino, had also acquired permission to use that ground, Jacaranda ground, on that very day. And Mr. President, the Deputy President read mischief, because the information that we had is that Muraidhi, who is vying on a UDA ticket for the same constituency seat, had actually booked that place. And so we understand that Babu Owino also booked, but these are, I believe, these are just theatrics. We've seen this before. It is only that this time round, it is happening to Ruto. Mr. William Ruto is a victim. In 2017, they were the mastermind of all this when they blocked, Raila from getting into the very venue, Jacaranda. So our deputy president was angered by the fact that he was being denied an opportunity to make entourage into Jacaranda grounds, yet this is something that he had planned, because it is said that by 15th, they had booked this ground. And I want to, even if it were I was in his shoes, I would be frustrated and I would not allow it. It is only that what goes around comes around, because William Samoei Ruto is still in government, and he was in government in 2017 when they denied, ruthlessly of course, the then opposition access to very many venues, including Jacaranda ground. So he's frustrated. He was really frustrated about an attempt of the system. Also, that's how he calls it, the system trying to interfere with his rallies. Number two, this was also coupled by the fact that his gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Johnson Sakaja in Nairobi, was also facing other obstacles that could, he thought could even injure his image and deny him an opportunity to vie in Nairobi. Because if you look at what William Ruto has been doing, William Ruto seems to have picked Sakaja from Uhuru. He convinced and persuaded Sakaja, and Sakaja, changed his allegiance to the deputy president because he was looking for a youthful candidate who could, get him votes. He had choreographed his campaign around youths. And remember, Mr. Ruto used to say that even today he says that Mr. Kitandawili is old and he should go home. So he wanted something to corroborate his campaign that is indeed uh, youthful, and he builds his world around a youthful leadership. So when he picked Sakaja, Sakaja was to bring the votes, the youthful votes. He is targeting the youths, and I also believe Mr. Ruto was targeting, or is still targeting, the Luya votes. He believes that Sakaja can use that opportunity to give him the Luya votes in Nairobi. And so when this certificate saga was going round, Ruto was a little bit frustrated because even if you give him an opportunity to replace Sakaja, getting a man who is as sober as Sakaja may not be very easy. So I think this also contributed to his anger and frustration. Mr. William Ruto, I think, is also could be living under state of reverie. If you look at, if I take you back in time, in 2017, a time like this, when we had about only 40 something days to election, the relationship with the Uhuru Kenyatta was very rosy, and the country was treated to, smooth music, Uhuru Ruto Tano Tena, just to mean that our president was going to do his two-term limit and then, pass the baton to Mr. Ruto to finish his term. And they were in government, firmly in charge. They were in charge of the police. They were in charge of the military, the cabinet secretaries, and people like Matiang'i used to campaign for Ruto, and Raila, of course, could complain. And Ruto was at the forefront, telling off Raila, Chane na Matiang'i, to let Matiang'i do his work. And so I think William Ruto is coming to the reality that this is gone. It is all lost. Because what is now happening is the reverse of everything that he used to enjoy. The cabinet secretaries are now campaigning for the candidature of Raila Amolo Odinga. And when Mr. Ruto complains, they tell him off that, we did this together, we campaigned for you, and it was not unconstitutional then. Today you want to raise issues. So these are some of the things that I think is really frustrating our deputy president. And of course, these are the reasons that inform his anger while on those rallies and his chat. Because in Jacaranda, I watched him and I couldn't believe, because he was giving an ultimatum to what he called the dynasty, quote unquote, because he said that this country cannot be led by only two families. And I want to believe that he was referring to the Kenyatta family, the founding fathers of Kenyatta family, and the Oginga family. And even if you listened carefully to Sakaja, Sakaja was saying that these people are frustrating me, and they want to deny me an opportunity to represent the Nairobians because I am a son of nobody. And of course, they have decided to campaign on that platform that a son of nobody can also become someone in Kenya today. But even a son of nobody, if your father is a deputy president, tomorrow you will be a son of somebody and people will start telling you the same. And so William Samoei Ruto is very frustrated about the memories of the past, how they used to be together in charge of the powers. Today, he has lost all those powers. The only thing that he has is that office, the office of the deputy president, and the salary perhaps. But the gloves, the gloves are off. The other thing that is closely related to this is the fact that Uhuru Kenyatta is gone and gaining grounds. You see, when they fell out with the president, they thought that they underestimated the significance of their fallout. Because I remember even people like his running mate, Rigathi Gachagua, then used to say that Uhuru Kenyatta should retire and go home. He's done nothing to the central people and all this. And they even dared Uhuru come to Central, and sometimes they told him Raila should not, hide behind Uhuru Kenyatta. Raila should face them, and there are a lot of talks around Uhuru and the handshake. And so Uhuru seems to be, he doesn't talk much, but he's pulling the strings behind the curtains. It is like he has charged the cabinet secretaries, he has charged the state officers, because I understand that the state officers are allowed to play politics. They claim that this law had been reversed, that they are now allowed to play politics, and they say that they are also Kenyans and that they have a right to choose whoever they want, and even to show Kenyans. Because I remember Mr. Karanja Kibichu the other day, in response to the claims that they want to rig in Raila Odinga, he said that they are Kenyans and they should tell people what they think is good for the country. So Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta decided to unleash the state offices, and it's like they are in support of Raila's candidature, the security, the intelligence. Raila's campaign seems to very much oiled. And when they claimed that Raila could not climb the mountain, he has done that through Martha Karua. I mean, since Raila chose and appointed Martha Karua as his running mate, he has gone to Meru, he has gone to Central, and it's been a resounding welcome. And so all that Ruto thought that could not happen is now happening. The opinion polls have changed, and William Ruto is now trailing Raila Amolo Odinga, perhaps I think, courtesy of the president. Because without the president, I don't think the president and the Mount Kenya Foundation, who looked at the intelligence reports and said that for Raila to penetrate the mountain, then they must give him Martha Karua. The reality is also dawning on our beloved deputy president that the ground is shifting and his house is not in order. You all know that just the other day, uh, William Kabogo, who is of Chama Cha, who was a party and is an affiliated party in the Kenya Kwanza, the Tujibebe party, that is, the Katundu South Member of Parliament, Moses Kuria, has a party. They have fallen out with Rigathi Gachagua because they are campaigning as gubernatorial candidates in Kiambu, but they feel that they are being mistreated. Musalia Mudavadi, who is a principal, also complained that things are not rosy. If you look at Mudhama is nowhere to be seen because of the presence of Alfred Mutua. Susan Kihika and Kimani Gunjiri, they are not in good terms. And so everything is happening so quickly and very negatively to William Samoei Ruto, so much that he feels frustrated. And I think our deputy president have always maintained here that he needs some break. He is very energetic, an orator. Whenever he goes to campaigns, he can talk the whole day and can traverse. I think he needs a break because all that is happening to him, but I believe he can handle it. We just want to believe that this anger will not, plunge the country into chaos or something. We believe that this is some anger that he can easily manage. He's a politician and a seasoned politician for that matter, and I believe he's going to handle this matter. I don't know what you think about the outpurge of our deputy president, but that is my take on the frustration and anger that I feel is being manifested in his speeches.